to the large group.
Please, I'm like a
And I'm going to ask, oh, where did I put it? Okay.
Leave me out of the frame.
Okay. I heard some questions, right? You were eliciting some questions. I'm gonna ask actually for some volunteers to share a question before you begin to you go to the brainstorm. Did any question emerge from you as you looked at the data?
Why are there so many fights at the beginning of the year?
Right, why are there so many fights at the beginning of the year? And then you made that specific and objective by saying that there
There
are
are 11 fights in September, which is the highest number of infractions.
So a question that we had was that the three highest infraction types all had to do with physical, either altercation, physical aggression, or battery and assault. So we were wondering if on referrals, the person making the referral maybe checked off 3 different boxes because they all are very similar. So are these the same incidences or are they totally separate? That was our question.
And if that is the case, then this data is very deceiving because it comes off a lot worse than it is, when in fact, 3 is like, you need to divide the number of bases by 3 to get the number of infractions.
and so that takes us back to learning around, that was step 2 around data. Is your data reliable? Remember that learning? Is it, how is it being quantified or operation, how is it being defined? So that's a good question. Any other questions that came up?
Well, I mean, with that, also, like, is this data being just taken exactly off of the referrals, or is someone else interpreting it and putting it into better?
The way it's being entered, you're saying.
And is it, because if it's not, then it's not reliable because it's so variable, whereas if it was funneled through one person who would interpret it the same way every time, it'd be a lot more reliable.
Right, so that's the validity of the data that's being reported. So in your group, we're gonna do this for 5 minutes. Questions that arise from your analysis, or do you feel that you had enough questions that came up? You feel that you have enough questions, great. So we are going to then